and we just spent a lot of time. And I'd break amps and he'd fix them.
Now, speaking of, do you as a player prefer tube or a solid state?
I'm a tube guy. You know, like I said, I like a lot of glass in there. You know,
Right.
some guys can make solid state sound good. I could never do it. It didn't clean up for me like I wanted. You know, I get that. When you turn the knob down on the guitar, you know, it just kind of gets this natural.
Yeah, Daniel from
going
Micah
on.
was saying the same thing to me. He said that, you know, he much preferred a tube amp for the fact that he didn't have to work so hard at getting the sounds that he wanted out of it. Where with a solid state, he didn't. He said it's something about the feel of a solid state doesn't compare to the feel.
You know, when I'm practicing low volumes or something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
And he still wanted to get that crunchy tone. He could still get it out of that. And I think he uses a lower watt amp too. Like he doesn't blow through 100 all the time. He blows through I think it's like something like a 25 or something really low where he's like, and then I just mic it. And it sounds great.
Yeah. You know, I started doing bigger shows, bigger bands, and there's no room for big amps.
Right.
So I had to tuck in somewhere.
It's getting mic'd anyways.
And so it's getting mic'd, and so then I just got comfortable with that.
I prefer a lower stage volume.
A lower wattage amp, you can really get some
Crank that gain.
You can get a little bit more warmth out of it, I think, for me.
Right. So out of those amps, that's what you would prefer is a tube amp out of anything?
Yeah, especially the 5150s in a rock band, you know, because like when you have a double kick guy going, this thing's not going to make it. You know, you want to get that, you know,
right.
that closed back kind of crunch. Push.
Well, let's hear that baby real quick.